watch on YouTube.
The meal deal plus at McDonald's. Bag yourself a mayo chicken or cheeseburger with medium fries, a selected drink, and one of 5 bonus sides, like 4 McNuggets or a mini McFlurry, all for $5.59.
Something very new that you've not seen on soaps much at all.
Hi, my name is Sydney and I play Betsy.
I'm Liam and I play Dylan.
And we're going to be talking a little bit more about the dance sequence we saw in tonight's episode. They're two teenagers trying to figure out a long-distance relationship, and we see them spend the night together. The next day, we see an ambulance outside of number 6 to find Betsy in the hospital, where ultimately she has suffered a stroke from consensual strangulation.
A stroke?
The scene we see alongside the dance sequence is the doctor telling both Betsy and Lisa how the stroke has come about. Betsy is suffering from expressive aphasia, which is where a person knows what they want to say, but struggles to find the words or to make coherent sense.
Number 14, Monday Night Raw.
Are you kidding? It's like the most fun.
I ran out of all my Vaseline cotton balls, which is bad. I'm gonna try setting the moss on fire. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna see if my dad.
Well, these people are the goats of like how to get better and cheesy. Oh yeah, shut up. Training. What? Oh yeah, I need to actually watch this. I've watched half of it, but I haven't watched this.
In the last few episodes, that it's like they became few and far between, and they became this.
Hello and welcome to 100 Questions with me, Tom Simons. Now, if you do enjoy this, please double check that you are subscribed. It really helps out the channel and helps us out doing more interviews and getting more guests. So I would really appreciate if you can check. Today's guest is one of the founding figures of British gaming YouTube. As co-founder of the Yogscast, alongside Simon Lane, he went from making World of Warcraft videos to exploding through Minecraft with the iconic Shadow of Israfel series, helping build one of the biggest internet communities in the UK. Since then, the Yogscast has become a creator network, games publisher, podcasting empire, and the home of Jingle Jam, which has raised over £30 million for charity. Please, everybody, welcome to the show, Lewis Brindley.
Thank you.
Now, Lewis,
Tom. Thanks for gassing me up. Honestly, who wrote that? Because that was, I need them to do my bio.
Now, look, this show is very simple. We've got 1 hour to answer 100 questions, and every single question counts, okay? And this one is my final question. This is what I want to ask you the most, but we'll save that to the end.
Okay.
Yeah. My first ever video ever on YouTube, and I don't have it anymore, because I must have been 9 or 10, was me playing Minecraft and being like, I wonder if Simon and Lewis are going to see this. They'll probably want to collect. And I said that. I was so little. And so you were my day dot
You shouldn't have been watching us, Tom.
Oh, God, no. No.
Are we the reason you're like this?
Well, look, Lewis, when people call you one of the founding figures of British YouTube, does that feel accurate or embarrassing?
I don't... Oh, Tom, thank you. But I don't know, it is quite embarrassing, right? Because we're just a group of friends making stupid videos. Like you know?
Yeah.
I don't think we ever intended to have such a audience or reach. And it's... I think we're always trying to claw back like a little bit of karma. Like I feel like I've been so lucky. I was in the right place in the right time. Back in the day, we didn't think Minecraft was going to be such a big deal. It was just another game. Games come and go, right?
Wow. Because for me, there's before Minecraft and after Minecraft. And I can't really remember gaming without it.
I see. It's like BC. Oh no, BM and
Yeah.
AM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before Minecraft.
I think that it's the same for the Yogscasts, right? Like the Minecraft was our like we rode that wave, and it propelled us to where we are today. And we've been really blessed, honestly. Right place, right time.
Yeah. You don't think? I mean, it was also hard work, though, right? And you were how often were you uploading?
Well, we were uploading a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
But we kind of it was all passion led, right? We did it because we wanted to. It didn't feel like it was a job. It felt like it was something we were having fun with,
Yeah.
and that's pretty important.
Yeah. I had Stampy on not long ago.
I saw.
And I asked him at the beginning a same question. And before I get into you and your life and how this has all happened and behind the curtain, I would like to ask you, as one of the other Minecraft legends. Yeah, you take that on the chin. Yeah. Who, if you had a Mount Rushmore of other Minecraft YouTubers, who would it be?
Right. Look,
Who you putting on there?
obviously, you've got to understand. I'm a dinosaur. You know, we've been doing this for YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for like 18 years or
Yeah.
something, and so I don't necessarily watch YouTube. I certainly didn't watch Minecraft, but I saw the generations go by, the eras. Right, we were in that first era with us and Captain Sparkles and Dan TDM, and then it was Stampy and you know all the people who followed him, and then the Hermits, obviously, and respect for them actually playing vanilla Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like,
Bunch of losers.
how are they? You know, I was bored of vanilla Minecraft in 2010.
Yeah.
Right, and they're still going. God bless them. But I'd love to put Martin Littlewood on there.
Yeah.
What a lad
How
in the
did I craft
Littlewood.
this again?
What a gentleman and a scholar, nice boy, a nice boy. I mean, all these people I'm naming are like approaching 40.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
And he loves Lapis.
you're the new generation coming forward. So you know Martin. Everyone knows and loves Martin. Underdog.
So Martin's on there.
Let's get Martin straight up on there. Yeah.
Fair. I can respect that.
Who else? All my mates, Harry and Duncan. Get them on there. I'll just be really,
It's a lot of your
really
mates.
nepotistic.
Okay.
That's the Yogscast has always been that though.
Yeah.
It's like, get my mate up there. It'd be funny.
Yeah. Okay, 2. And then Duncan's third. Last.
You can be on there if you want.
Me?
Yeah. I've got to thank you somehow for getting me on that show.
Okay, right. Let's go back to the beginning. How did you first meet Simon, your Yogscast co-founder?
I met Simon in World of Warcraft, which is an
Online.
an MMO. Yeah. When I met Simon, he was a female human paladin called Honeydew. I thought he was a girl when I first met him, because we only spoke in text chat in our guild, in our World of Warcraft guild. And it wasn't until I heard him on voice chat later on. Well, we were doing these big 40-man raids with all these voices, right? And there was always this funny voice that would come out. And it was later that I found out that it's coming from Simon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it was literally, you were just like strangers on the internet.
Well, we weren't strangers because we were part of, I would call it, some sort of weird troll fraternity called Something Awful.
What?
It was a forum that you had to pay $10, $10 to sign up to. And that sounds like no one would do that. But people sort of signed up for their friends, and it became this kind of, that $10 was actually quite a border to keep people out. And also, if you got banned, you could just pay $10 to re-sign up. It was a weird system. It was full of weirdos, edgelords, trolls, kind of assholes, mostly.
What year of the internet was it?
This was like 2006.
I was 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I weren't even born if this was in 2006. I wasn't even born when this, and obviously Tommy and it was too, but I haven't even been born when in 2006. That's when I was born.
It was a weird place, and but they had a big community, and they had little groups playing each game. And so there was this ready-made group of people. They called themselves goons. It means something different now. But, you know, back in the olden times, it wasn't so bad to be a goon.
it is not that anymore.
Is the word goon being bleeped by the...
No,
Okay.
and it's not.
It's like a goon. It's a goon. It's a funny guy. It's like the guy from Popeye. You know him?
Yeah,
the weird
I
looking
wouldn't
guy.
call
He's a
him
goon,
no.
right?
Yeah.
um,
It's a really different meaning now.
yeah, so that's where the G in Yogs comes from.
Oh,
So we had a group, a guild, on a roleplay server.
so virtual guild on. Okay, yeah.
Now the roleplay servers are where people go and have cyber fun times in the inn. Wink.
Cyber sex.
Yes. Well, kind of like, but it was like, I take off my wizard hat and robe.
I wasn't expecting this origin, Lewis.
Well, I know we were on the roleplay server with all the role players, and so we couldn't just be called Goon Squad. We were called Ye Olde Goon Squad. Yogs, because it's more of a roleplay name. And that's how we met. So we were in this sort of fraternity of trolls, weirdos.
How old were you this time?
I was like 25.
What was going on in your life?
I was living in the spare room of one of my friends in Oxford, and Simon was living in the spare room of one of his friends in London.
Okay.
Are
you from Oxford?
No, I'm from Essex.
Were you there for university?
No.
Where did you go?
Went to Manchester.
Okay, cool.
Into chemistry. Wasn't very good. Got very depressed. Played a lot of video games. Video games were an escape for us, and World of Warcraft specifically. It was everything.
Yeah.
We were immersed in that game fully. You know, it was a distraction, and I'm sure a lot of people have similar worlds they throw themselves into now. But back then, it was like going to the pub for us. You know, we hung out. We didn't even do anything in World of Warcraft a lot of time. It was just a social circle.
Okay, so you start making YouTube videos, and do you make them all with Simon off the bat?
Yeah, so I started recording Simon secretly, basically, me and his conversations.
Okay.
Because, you know,
And he was fine with that?
He got over it. Simon, I just found him so funny. Everything he said was so funny. And we used to have these big, voice chats going with the 40 people in, and Simon would make a joke and it would go into silence because everyone was on push to talk. And no one would sort of react apart from me, like hysterically laughing. And so Simon, I think, got a little bit of that. He found that he could make me laugh.
Yeah.
And I wanted to laugh at him and share him with the world.
And so did you start uploading that on YouTube? Also, what a sweet thing, by the way. That is so pure, man.
He's just so lovely and funny, and I love him. He has a very left block look at the world. Right?
Yeah.
And I think things to him are a bit difficult, but I think it also gives him this just really funny way about him. I think Simon's been through some tough stuff in his life. It's not for me to talk about Simon really here, I must say, but and I think that his defense mechanism has always been humor. He's always managed to get himself. I remember we went to this event I don't know, when we were in LA one time, and we ended up somewhere we weren't supposed to be, and the security guards sort of came at us really fast, and Simon I can't remember what he said, but he just made a joke, and they just immediately flicked personality from like aggressive, angry to like, come on, where do you want to go? He's like got that charming, disarming nature about him.
So you guys start uploading World of Warcraft videos to YouTube.
Yes.
And then you find Minecraft, right?
Yes. So, I mean, WoW had these big gaps in content. And we did a lot of WoW, and we got our start in WoW.
How many subscribers had you got?
Oh, like 10,000 or something. So we
Okay,
had,
wow.
it
No
was
small
more than
feat.
we thought. And we had established a little base of operations doing that. And I think that set us up well for when Minecraft came along.
So what happened? Because I watched you guys when you were playing Tekkit, and you had, I think, like a lot of subscribers at this point. It was like the fucking Yogscast.
It was crazy.
How did you get to that point? So what is Shadow of Israfel? Because I wasn't here for.
No, I
part
don't.
of this.
I mean, people say.
I don't think I knew how to use a phone at that point.
It was people say that it was like the first SMP, and so the idea is that we played a bit of Minecraft, and we were playing it for fun, and we were making videos on it, and I sort of was like, there's not really much here. There's not much to do, so I'm going to set up these stupid situations for Simon to find and react to and engage with, to provoke him to be silly and funny and have a fun time. So it was almost like taking Simon on a D&D adventure, making it Minecraft, and that's what I think a lot of you guys have done.
Can I just? How did you discover Minecraft?
Well, Simon discovered it. It was a thing on YouTube. You know, we were making YouTube videos on other games at the time that were coming out, and I think I'd seen like Nanas and a few other people play it, but we didn't play it until multiplayer came out, and we thought we were late to the party. Little did we know.
Yeah. You were playing Minecraft videos, uploading these kind of with a bit of cutting to the internet, making, Diggy Diggy Hole was this Minecraft song that you guys made and published. That was awesome. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Everyone.
Diggy Diggy
Thank
Hole.
God.
Don't you worry.
It's a banger.
Oh, it really is. So you're at this point, and then these videos start to gain traction. And this is before there was YouTubers and PewDiePie and millions of subs and money, and it was just fun, right?
Yeah, YouTube was weird back then.
Yeah.
Like, it was different to how it is now.
How so?
You could only publish videos that were 10 minutes long. That was the max.
Really?
So, yeah, our videos were like 9 minutes 99, and we had to do 10 parts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they upped it to 15 minutes in 2011, in the middle of 2011. But we didn't monetize either. We had no monetization. And also the way that videos were viewed was on a chart. And so if you were on the charts, you got all the views.
Yeah.
That was it. And there was nothing. And YouTube hated gaming videos, and they always have. They don't think that that's the correct thing for their platform, even today.
Yeah.
They've tried to like get rid of gaming and make YouTube gaming and do all sorts of things.
That?
I'm not the historian expert, but
I know. But go on.
I think it's because the people who made YouTube wanted it to be like Facebook, and YouTube have always been chasing to be something else. Now they want to be TikTok, right, with all the shorts and stuff. They can't be satisfied with being a great video platform. They have to make up some extra stuff. I remember we went to visit YouTube in San Francisco. This is when we were a big deal. We were like the 4th biggest channel in the world. We had they just added this functionality called shows, and we were the biggest show. And the guy who was supposed to meet us at YouTube.
What was a show on YouTube?
I don't even remember. That's how useless it was.
Okay.
Like, it was nothing.
I remember.
I think they were trying to make.
I remember shows on Minecraft. The only thing is that I was trying to watch. I guess I was trying to watch Stampede, but there was this thing. It was like early verification, so you weren't allowed to just watch a video. You had to be fully in. So it was verification without actually taking a picture of yourself. But the bad thing was you couldn't access any videos if you didn't click this star. It was a blue fuzzy star. I remember it was a star, and I was trying to watch Stampy or something because that used to be my go-to watcher. But I remember when I was trying to watch YouTube, and this fuzzy star wouldn't allow me to watch it, so you couldn't. So this was before YouTube had ads. YouTube didn't have ads when I was little. But yeah, that's what I was waiting for. But you have to just wait sometimes. But yeah, yeah. Oh Jesus!
I don't know more. They had ideas. They wanted to make YouTube like something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the #1 show, and I was trying to give people at YouTube my feedback, and sort of no one would talk to me. And there was just 3 guys there, and they were flying little hot air balloons around. Their office had like a slide and a drinks cabinet.
Google,
It was, and I was, and it's always, and also, I mean,
You don't seem like the most fond of YouTube.
I think that's because that's at the beginning it was also ephemeral, right? In
What
order,
does that mean?
it was also like it could have just sparked away into nothing,
Yeah.
right? There were channels that just disappeared, and our channel went down like a couple of times because someone said I was underage at one point. Someone reported us for something, and someone gave us a strike. The Youth Olympic Games stroked us once because they're YOG.
Oh
and
my
so are
God!
we.
Yeah.
And so they took down a bunch of our Minecraft videos where we'd done Olympics, the Yogscast
Yeah.
Olympics. No, can't do that because it was on there. It was a Minecraft video. The thing you have to understand, Tom, is that there's this weird tacit understanding that it's okay to play games on YouTube. Now, originally, YouTube didn't think that was the case. They were like, if someone uploads a film, we have to take it down, and the channel gets banned. If they upload some music, the channel gets banned, or they get copyright striked, or some bad.
But nowadays, they are allowed to post whatever the hell they like.
Happens, right? But gaming, they were not sure where the line stood, and certainly even today, Nintendo, they're pretty harsh about it. They can just, if they don't like your Mario Kart video, they'll take it down. Nintendo, and they do.
So there could have been a world quite easily that YouTube said no to gaming content.
Well, they was too scared to monetize it themselves. So that's why they
didn't
gave
even know
these
that was-
networks like Maker Studios and Machinima, they passed the buck on to them and said, you guys take the risk. If, these people come along and want a copyright, if EA say, no, you shouldn't be playing our game and giving away the story, because at some point they were thinking, well, imagine a game, it's like a 2-hour long story, that's like a movie.
Yeah.
And people are just watching that, having that game for free on YouTube. Why, are they going to take us down? And so that's why we had to sign up with Maker Studios.
And was that a bit of a fight for you to push for gaming on YouTube? Because you were
No.
No. You just made enough money off it, and they went, "Oh, okay, we should probably."
Well, we didn't make any money until we signed up with Maker.
Okay.
And then they were taking 30% of our money or whatever for doing nothing.
Okay.
And
And can I just ask? So there was Israfil that came on.
Shadow of Israfel.
Shadow
yes.
of Israfil, and this was the first SMP. So that without this, there wouldn't be Dream SMP.
It was
or
big.
Hermitcraft or anything.
Yeah.
I feel really
There was
bad
this
that I
big
wasn't-
guy at Disney. I remember meeting him, and he was like, "Love Shadow of Israfel. Love what you've done with the place. Keep it going." And I was like, "Wow, who are you?"
Okay, so you started experiencing like fame at this point, and were people coming up to you in public?
I think the first time we experienced fame was Minecon 2011. We were still
Minecon.
we were still babies, right? In terms of it all happens, as you know, so fast.
Were you surprised by the popularity?
Yes. But I think you always are. Everyone who gets like virally famous overnight is like, what the? Because I was used to waking up and looking at video and it's got 1,000 views, and I was like, oh, that's a lot. And then 10,000 views, I'm like, damn. And then 100,000, I have no, and then 1 million. I'm like, okay, you've added another 0, and that's a lot more, but I don't have any
Could you comprehend
frame of
it?
reference. I couldn't until we went to Minecon, and so Notch. Well, God love him. He decided to do the first Minecon in Las Vegas because, like him,
Oh, Notch.
we were all Minecraft players, and at the time we were PC gamers as well, and we were grown up. And Minecraft wasn't on the regular platforms. You still had to buy it off a platform, and so there was this assumption that all the people who were playing it were our age, and it was this kind of very rude awakening for Notch and us at Minecon to see a sea of parents and children
In Las Vegas.
in Las Vegas.
Wow.
I know it was
What was that like?
mental.
Did you suddenly
It
have
was like
loads of
it was like a
people-
sea of people this tall who were all looking at me and all knew who I was, and that was the only
like,
time that's
like
ever
hundreds
happened.
or thousands or
It was like a load of baby zombies coming for you've been there in that map.
Did you get Did you get a lot of FaceTime with Notch? And could you see he was visibly like,
Well,
it's
you
only
got-
children playing my game?
Notch was a goon. He was a member of something called the Forums. He was an edgy guy like
Oh,
us. And
yeah.
we did this interview with him at Minecon, and we were all joking and laughing. your mother, ho, ho, ho. Like the whole thing, like back and forth. And then afterwards, of course, we put so much effort into our sort of panel that we did when we showed the new episode of Shadow of Israel live on stage. And of course, we didn't cut out all the swears. And I think anyway, we had a little falling out. It was quite a bit of drama because Notch sort of accused us of swearing at kids. And I was like, did you not see the interview? We did. But I was obviously really pissed off, but I decided to like let it go in the end.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of frustration around that time because we'd been catapulted from nothing to suddenly we're going to having these rooftop parties in LA where they've got an ice sculpture and loads of babes with, my face on their breasts, and they're like chatting up Simon and trying to marry him.
That really.
It's mental, yeah.
It was like I'm going to ask you.
We got the one party ready for you after this.
Is that what you just said? Hyperbole, or was that?
No, that's real. And
you went to a party and
rooftop, like the V Hotel, like the whole top. Maker Studios had a party, like the most Valley Girl Californian you could ever meet, as their party arranger, and she was like, that was her only job to like book parties for talent, and it's because a lot of the people in Maker Studios and a lot of people running YouTube were all these jocks, and they didn't understand gaming, and they still don't. They don't want us on their platform. They want like the cool guys. They want, they don't like gaming. They never have. They don't understand it.
They don't like nerds.
They don't. They don't like us.
So yeah, I was 16. I've came in. There's been a decade. There's been you and Dan TDM, and then the Hermits. There is this foundation of what it means to be a YouTuber. There is money coming in, and it hasn't turned into this kind of short form, sensationalized thing. There was this spot between 2016 and sort of 2020, 2021, where I came in, that like it was perfect. It had these foundations. It sounds like very calm.
We
just had all of the kind of commentary, really right wing, really kind of slur slinging, all of that stuff. I was in the kind of most liberal period of YouTube when I came up.
I think you had some good support around you.
I really did. I feel, hearing this, I feel really lucky.
We didn't know what we were doing.
So tell me about how you navigated that day to day, because you've suddenly got not only a channel but a business, and you have to pay taxes, and Notch taking you to parties, and how are you as a 27, 28-year-old?
Well, it was
and they thought Justin Bieber.
It was exciting. It was really exciting for us to go from living in a bedsit and having being students and having no money, and I don't know, being just nerds, massive nerds on the internet all the time, to suddenly getting to go to BlizzCon and being invited to things, and it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think being thrust into that world was exciting. It was exciting to go somewhere where Snoop Dogg had just been, or I smelled his weed once. Do you know what I mean? That's like my claim to fame. It was that kind of thing, though. It was like, we've just had a big celebrity in here. David Attenborough was just around. It's like, okay, oh, wow, I nearly met a famous person.
Wow,
it's a lot of that, and it was exhilarating, right?
And did your life change a lot?
No, not really. We went back and did exactly the same as we'd done before. It was. I tell you what, though, like setting up the Yogscast was something that we needed to do. I didn't know what I was doing.
What was the setting up of Yogscast? So you weren't just a channel, you became a group, right?
Yeah, so basically we realized kind of that we've got all this audience that we didn't deserve, effectively. Loads, because I remember on Christmas Day 2010, I was like, I think someone got an iPad or a new iPhone or something, and back then Apple had their own YouTube app that was built, and that was pre-installed on all phones, and you pressed on the app and our video came up. It was there on Christmas Day, and that was like the moment where I was like, what the but I also realized that loads of people were seeing us who shouldn't have and aren't really fans, and so I wanted to broaden our reach and introduce other people that people might like more. So we got all of our friends involved who we liked and thought were funny as well, because there were some other funny people in our community, like Sips and Duncan. Martin's great. Martin actually did university radio, so he had a little bit of experience doing this before. But Duncan, like, he painted pictures of cows on a farm or something.
Do you think YouTube back then was a more creative place than now, or is it just nostalgia?
No, it was YouTube back then. There was a lot of on there.
People talk about it like YouTube
annoying orange and like absolute dog. There's still a lot on there. There's
annoying orange.
But
Oh
someone's
my
watching it,
God.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
Who?
Why did you decide to end Shadow of Israel? Hello, everyone. Just before we continue with the interview, I'm here to announce the 100 Questions Patreon is now live. If you want to see the full extended cut of every interview, including
I'm not
Stampy,
paying.
Stephen Fry, Brian Cox, and everyone that we've done so far, it's on the Patreon, and the link will be in the description. I'd really appreciate if you join. It helps us out so much. Thank you, and let's get back on with the interview.
Right, well, okay, the story is Shadow of Israel became this crux. It became this like bigger project. You see it in the last few episodes that it's like they became few and far between, and they became this. We were continually trying to top ourselves. We were featuring mods and like putting loads of effort into it. And I think at one point it just became too much. There was loads of other things going on, and it just didn't become a priority.
Yeah.
And then the longer it wasn't on air, the harder it became to come back to it. It's like Half-Life 3. Where's that?
Yeah.
Why is no one saying to...
Everyone's mad at me. What about Half-Life?
Well, the thing is, like, poor Gabe does get where is Half-Life 3, and poor George R.R. Martin does get where's the new book all the time.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't quite really expect... I do get asked, where is Shadow of Israel 43 every couple of weeks by someone today.
Wow.
It still happens.
Do you think you'll ever do a final episode?
Well, last year we did Yog Labs 2.
Yeah.
We came back, we did Yog Labs 2. We did Diggity Hole 2. Banger.
Classic.
You heard that one, Tom?
Haven't yet.
We
but
did
I also
Jaffa
have it.
Factory 2.
Okay,
Take
yeah.
It 2.
I didn't
Come on.
hear. I
And
haven't
the funny thing is, it's the
heard
same.
the
Like, it's like 10 years haven't gone by. Like, Simon's the same. And, like, we're the same. We're making the same jokes, doing the same being Minecraft. Like, we are not. It's so weirdly familiar and great, and it's like we just went straight back into it. So I think we've done a bit of testing and groundwork, and I think maybe if the audience let me know, leave a comment if you want Shadow of Israel to come back.
Right. Well, I want to really talk more
Do you want to be in
about.
it?
Yeah.
Hey, look, we'll do it if you play a character in it.
Of course I will.
Oh, okay, we'll do it. Let's hit the big time, baby. Back to those rooftop parties. Ice sculptures and booth babes.
What did it feel like becoming the first UK YouTube channel to pass 1 billion views?
It didn't feel. It felt like wrong.
Did it?
Yeah.
Why is
It
that?
was like, was there an error? Has someone done something wrong? We were very wrapped up in it. We were all swept away in the sort of excitement of it all. Really, it was a unusual time.
Was it a healthy time for you?
Yeah, it was a good time. It was different to what I've been doing, and I think a lot of us were all very depressed before. So like, it was actually a lot better to be
really good.
to have like an office where all of our friends were coming together, and we were. I think everyone is looking for something to throw themselves into, and oftentimes that is very difficult to find. And it felt like with the Yozcast, it was finally something which it was that connection of something we actually enjoyed and were passionate about, and it pays us, you know.
Yeah.
Well, later it did.
Did it? When were you like, oh, okay, cool, this can be my job now?
I think we were quite cautious about it, at least initially. But
To be honest, I need to do this because of bloody. I'm looking at my chat and I'm thinking, oh wait, where's everyone? Where is everyone? Where? But obviously, I've got no friends, so. Well, obviously I've got friends, but they're just also busy, and I don't really.
I think we did realize quite soon. It was tricky, right? We were very scared to hire people originally because, I was like, we might not be here in a year. YouTube could just take your channel down for no reason. And we didn't know whether that would happen to us. We didn't know whether the games we were playing would just turn around and say, you're done. And we couldn't even get in contact with anyone at YouTube to like stop this from happening.
Yeah.
So but actually the staff that I spoke to, some of them still work for us after 15 years. And they're like, well, I was willing to give it a go.
Yeah.
They jumped on board with us.
What do your family and friends think of it at the time?
I don't think I had any friends who thought anything about it, and my family didn't really give it.
Really?
Well, I'd left home. I was like 27 or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You're becoming like one of the like a new celebrity in England type in a weird way.
I don't know. It's hard. Like, you know, I think that it's hard. It was hard to explain it to
Do they get
people
it
what
now?
I did. Yeah, I think they get it now. But also, I don't think I'm a big deal now. So it doesn't matter so much.
Yucks.
Well, it's the OG. Thing is, I think at one point me and Simon realised that we went and saw Warwick Davis at Harlow Leisure Centre, and he was signing mugs and his new book. And it was one of the first times we met, actually, me and Simon, because we'd been doing the Yourself for about a year and we hadn't even met in real life. We'd only ever talked to voice, and one of the things we did was we decided to go and see Warwick because we joked about him on the podcast. And I sort of, after we did that, I sort of thought, God, wouldn't that be a great thing if we could one day be like that? You know, if it all goes, at least we can do Harlow Leisure Centre and sign like Diggy Diggy Hole vinyls.
Yeah.
Right? And I think we probably could. So in my mind, that was when we made it. When we reached like a stage where I actually thought, I think we're okay.
Oh, that's lovely. And is that nostalgia around that older content? Is it flattering or does it get annoying?
No, obviously, like everyone has comfort watches, right? Like,
Yeah.
I always say the content we make is the same but different, and people want that. That's why there's like 10,000 episodes of Pointless or whatever. It's just or Bargain Night. Just it's a TV show that's the same every time, but it's very, you know what you're gonna get. It's very familiar. It's very comforting, and I think that's a big part of YouTube. Like for me, I always went for, instead of playing the game and being all viral and clickbaity and edgy, I went to be quite sticky. I wanted people to stick with us. And we've got this core audience that we've kept the whole time who have supported us all along with special content that they wouldn't get otherwise. They get the donator, people who donate get a bundle of games. So it's not donating for free, they get games. And then the people, game developers and publishers, they get people to play their games.
Yeah.
And it's just this cycle of positivity. Everyone benefits along the whole
Is that the thing
route.
you've done you're proudest of?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I think it's gotten to the point now where people ask me what I do, and I want to say I run a charity. I mean, Mariah Carey's doing great off it, you know, but be careful, because if you start something, people are going to expect you to do it every year. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
And we can't get away from it, but it's a blessing. Jingle Jam is evolved into this kind of period of time where we do the first 2 weeks of December every year of live streams, special fun stuff, and we also give away a bundle of games, collection of games, and it's such a great event
Yeah.
and incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. Because you guys have raised over 30 million for charity.
Yes, but not in one go.
No, but I mean,
And
that's
there's a lot.
okay.
We have a lot of people now. I think, like for me, Jingle Jam is this brilliant opportunity to seed positivity and connectivity into the world, right? So we have this kind of, we have a lot of creators now doing streams, and they get a kick out of it. They enjoy it.
Yeah.
They love
I've
it.
done a stream.
Their audience gets special content that they wouldn't get otherwise. They get the donator, people who donate get a bundle of games. So it's not donating for free. They get games, and then the people, game developers and publishers, they get people to play their games.
Yeah.
And it's just this cycle of positivity. Everyone benefits along the whole.
Is that the thing
route.
you've done you're proudest of?
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I think it's gotten to the point now where people ask me what I do, and I want to say I run a charity. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Rather than I'm a YouTuber. Because people look at you weird when they say, when
Yeah.
you look like this and you say, I'm a YouTuber.
Is
And they're like,
there-
oh God, does my kid watch it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope not.
And you were one of the first YouTubers to like start a company, right?
We hired a video editor. So the Yogscast is a network of content creators. They are not employees. They're all their own independent companies. They're all doing their own thing. They're all their own bosses, effectively. But the Yogscast was meant as a business to provide services for them. So video editing, art, help.
Were you ready to become like a boss of that? Because that's a lot of responsibility.
It's no, and I hate it, and it's the worst. I hate being a boss because you have to make dick decisions that
Like what?
you have to fire people or
Yeah.
tell people they can't do something, or like tell people moo. ooh, shit. And
Yeah.
I largely have avoided I've shirked that responsibility at every opportunity, and had other people do it for me. But we've honed Yogscast over time into a really tight knit little group. I think what the Yogscast is for me is about sustainability and consistency, right? We want to keep the Jingle Jam going. We want to keep our staff doing the same thing. We want to keep our audience able to watch the thing that they're comforted by
Yeah.
and familiar. I think there's a lot of my desire isn't to be this big CEO who sells the company, or I don't have the golf. I don't want to do growth or innovation or take the company in weird directions or get a load of debt.
That's quite unique. Not wanting to
thinking about it.
not wanting to grow and become, there's a lot of pressure kind of in any online community now to become the biggest and the best, and your goal being to simply make the most comforting, consistent content for your audience. Why is that your goal?
Well, I think look, everyone has their big viral moment, and then after that, the typical route is gradual decline. And that's something that's pretty difficult to deal with, because a lot of these YouTubers who have their big success moment, they're like very hungrily trying to get it back, and they can't quite understand why they're not as popular anymore. You've got your own little peaks and troughs, I'm sure. But when did you peak? What age did you peak?
2021. I was 17 was when I got the most views. Yeah.
So you've probably been doing it long enough that you've already experienced and come to terms with the fact that you might not be as big as you have been before.
Definitely.
And I think that for me, that it did take a while, but it's crystallized, because I've been doing it so long, into a kind of just being lucky and happy and being carefree. I think.
How do you when you look at other creators like Mr. Beast, for example, who are kind of consistently going up, do you just think that's too much of a sacrifice of your own peace to try and?
I mean, everyone looks at Mr. Beast and they're a little bit jealous. They're like, now.
Yeah.
I wish I was that famous.
Yeah.
And then you think about it and you're like, maybe not actually. He's a bit of a. Maybe I shouldn't.
I think you said enough.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to. Look, I've got bad things to say about lots of things, and sometimes it's better for just not.
Sure. Yeah. When I was in, things have changed for me a lot since I'm 16.
I'm running out of questions.
Yeah. When I was 16, 17 online, I'm now. It's a very different time for me now since then, lots of people from troughs and stuff. But I've obviously had to go away from certain people that I've collaborated with because of things that you find out, and it's difficult. And how, as both of us that have been through that, did you navigate that? Because you did it certainly at a time when there was less understanding than I did.
Look,
I am dancing around it, but I think
no. Well, it's difficult to talk about because you expect everyone to behave in the same way that you would behave.
Yeah.
And when people don't, it's quite shocking. I think I've always certainly felt like I'm so lucky to do this. Like, why would I ever do anything to jeopardize that?
Yeah.
And certainly I think we were that happening was had a profound impact on me. And I'm sure we went through all the stages, denial, being angry about it, being really upset. And I think it felt like, YouTube and our audience has always felt very precarious. It felt like, it could have all gone away at a minute's notice.
Yeah.
And so we built these systems like Jingle Jam that we were so proud of and so protective of. We were like, my God, this thing is doing so much good work that we can't risk it, right? And so it was really upsetting. Yeah. And it changed me and it hardened me.
Yeah.
And it
in what way?
I think it just made me a bit more cynical.
Yeah.
A bit more grown up.
Yeah.
I think we had a couple of these moments. We were just kind of idiot troll children when we started, and then we went to Minecon and realized that maybe we shouldn't be, and then we kind of grew up. We grew up many different times, and that was a time. Nowadays, Jingle Jam kind of stands on its own. It's not part of Yogscast. It's its own charity. It's got its own governance. I'm a trustee.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, almost half of the money it raised last year came from other creators other than Yogs, right? And so that's something that I want to carry on and outlive us. But I think that spiraled out of that,
I am
that
live.
moment, sure, right?
Please
Yeah.
come check
Like
me
having
out.
to have
Jay the Boss
part ways with friends,
live. I am watching.
and because they weren't who we knew
the
them as, was
Yogscast
really hard.
X Tommy
And
Ellis.
you've got to feel that too, right?
Yeah, I found it sort of impossibly difficult. Do you know what I mean? And it's just so.
Did it make you want to quit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely did. It make you want to quit?
Yeah.
Because you kind of, it is sort of the furthest thing from what you signed up for. You signed up for making some fun friends with some videos, making some fun videos with some friends,
And making some fun friends.
Yeah, and you meet these people, and it's exciting. And when you kind of get let down in such a severe way and find out these other things, it does make you kind of question the bedrock of what you're doing. At least I found
Bedrock Minecraft reference.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we always got to slide it in. Yeah,
Slime it in.
yeah. But no, it definitely. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's really difficult.
It's
Isn't
hard
it?
to make jokes about.
It's
That's for
really,
sure.
yeah. It's really tough to want to kind of. It certainly feels like a genie out of a bottle moment. I don't know if you felt like that, but then
The
it's
Christina Aguilera song.
yeah, there is
It's a banger.
it's tough to go back. But I think you guys did an amazing job of kind of preserving that community and that warmth that is the.
Oh my god. Yeah. And I think
And
I'm
is that
blessed.
an effort from you to contain that?
I think that we just keep doing the same old every fucking year. Like I've been saying that since about 2012. Like I was stunned that we were doing the same old 2 or 3 years in a row. Now it's been almost 20, and I'm like, why are people still watching this?
Yeah, and is it still the same people from 20 years
I'm
ago?
not that old. I'm like 42, but I feel like an absolute dinosaur on YouTube.
Is it some of the same people from 20 years ago, or is it new audiences coming in?
I think it's both. Like it's it's like you'll sometimes meet someone's mum or whatever, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then she'll know everything, and she'll know more than me about what's happening in the Yogscasts. I'm starting to get advice from them and stuff, and bring her on.
Do you like what YouTube has become?
I don't really know. I don't think YouTube knows what YouTube is.
Yeah.
It's flailing around, and it always has. I think YouTube has always had, at least did back in the day, had like 2 engineers who built it, and they didn't work on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. So that, there would be a major problem with YouTube in 2010, and no one would fix it until Tuesday. And like that was how it was then. But I don't think it's changed all that much. I think it's a few people doing all the work, and then a few.
Yeah. Here's one thing that I remember. Obviously, I was a child. I was a kid, but I remember YouTube not being around when I was a child because of obviously I grew up in 2006 and it would come out, but it was very, very, very hard to view. Obviously, I remember it of going onto my nan used to have a PC. I'm talking like it's been in the past, but it was in the past because of the things that were on there were, but there wasn't nothing really that good on there. And I remember watching Yogscast on there, because Yogscast, it was absolutely great, and but I wasn't allowed to watch anything that had swearing on. So my mum, she didn't like me listening to swearing, but to be honest, I was a child, so I didn't mind swearing, but I didn't really like swearing. So I would be like, if anyone was to swear, I'd be like, okay, no, I don't want to. I think that's the first time I cried when someone swore. But I can't actually remember, but But yeah, that's the first time I went to watch YouTube. But yeah.
Weirdos in charge saying, more cool people, more dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
more
like-
normal people, less gaming.
Right. Time for the final question.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Isn't it? Right.
This was a pleasure, Tom. I've enjoyed it immensely. I hope this one's not going to ruin the whole thing.
Okay. Look at these lights. You see them?
Yeah, it's like Darth Vader's lightsaber. Is that what you were going for?
It was. Yeah. I wanted
Okay.
to feel the pressure of this.
Like a jewel of
Yeah.
the fates.
In 10 years' time, and even after that, in the next 20, 30 years, what do you hope the Yogscast becomes?
Okay. Right. So we're doing we're investing in a space program. You can get in on the ground floor. You just need to buy some coins.
Okay.
They're like a digital kind of
Yeah.
form of money.
Okay.
It's quite a new thing.
No. Okay. Come on. Really. Tell me.
No, I think we want to be doing exactly the same. We just signed a new 5-year lease on the office, so you just heard it here first. That's exclusive, and we're hoping to do exactly the same for the next, as long as we can keep going.
Yeah. I think that's brilliant, man, because you've preserved this warmth and comfort and
Yeah, we're
this
mummifying.
kind. No, but you know, man, if you look around on the internet right now with the amount of noise that there is to create a piece of consistency to last, for so long is a really deeply special thing.
That's my dream.
I think that's a really
Well, we're
good
very
dream.
happy. I love where we are. We got a great group of friends. We've got a really great group of talented people that work with us. They're all so funny, and they genuinely love doing it.
Yeah.
And the audience is just so awesome.
Yeah.
Like do it for them.
Oh, look at you. Not for any of the money. No, right.
And also, I need a second house.
Yeah. Lewis, thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure to interview you. Guys, please give it up. Lewis Brindley, everybody.
Well, you timed that like perfectly. You're like a pro. I've done this before.
Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. See you over on the Patreon. Goodbye.
Creative work that truly embeds them in culture. The Creative Lab Presents podcast by us, Spotify Advertising, aims to answer just that.
Each episode, we sit down with the creative voices that are helping to shape music, media, and
Storms coming. You said these storms literally kill people like boats.
London.
And me, Mary Johnson, in New York.
Oh my God, a shark! Okay, guys, running off 2 hours of sleep. Apparently, gotta wake up at the crack of dawn to fish, but we're going hardcore fishing today, like catching sharks.
Currently 8:30 in the morning.
It's almost like this is the earliest we were harassing employees.
Dude, they're just starting their shift, bro. Give them a break.
We'll take it easy on them today.
Fucking happy dad.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yeah. Fucking little 8:30 happy dad, Sid.
No, more people think we're making fun of Nelk. We love Nelk.
It's too early for this, my man.
We watched Pirates 1 last night just to prepare. Their first time watching it. Jay Gold is officially a pirate.
We villagely ponder. We
learned that the lyrics were raid. It's actually raid. I do not condone the actions of pirates. I just thought I was singing the song. Oh, photobomb it! Photobomb it! Yeah, start twerking.
Why would you say that?
Look, Peach, we're matching shorts. Only available at balamine.com.
Yeah.
We're fishing with Black Tip. Apparently one of the most famous fishers of all time. I'm excited. I've heard legends of your fishing. Love Jay Gold representing America with those shorts.
You didn't make those in my.
Well, okay, I'm going to go now. But thank you so much. Okay, let's. Okay, look. Right. Let's just go a bit bigger. Oh. Okay. Right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this. You enjoyed it. I'm going to end. But we haven't even been live for an hour. What? Oh, how? How? I don't even want to end now. If you can see in the background, over there, that is, yeah, it's one of my favorite. But please, please, please make sure to follow or subscribe. Really helps me out. It really does. I'm gonna have to see if there's something else. 1 minute. I'm not wanting to end. Okay, there now. We should be watch or let's play some Minecraft. Okay. Shall I meet? Try and make a house. it raining outside? One moment. I just want to check. It's coming. I can hear it. I can hear it. No! I can hear it. Oh god. Oh, I want to get filtered. No, I don't want to get filtered. Oh wait, I didn't get filtered, but I got bloody. I don't even know where I died. You know what? Let's end. Hello. I am okay. Um. How do I turn? I can't. Oh. Hello. Uh, mhm. Um. I. Hmm. I can't. Oh my word. How do I do this? Oh my. No, I don't want to do that. How do I stop this? No, I don't want to. I can't. Oh